When someone dies, their money doesn't just go to their family. First, it often passes through a court process called probate. And that process can quietly take months and thousands of dollars before anyone sees a cent. Most people have never thought about probate until they're suddenly in charge of someone's estate. Then the questions pile up. Why is the bank account frozen? Why does it take so long? Probate is a word people nod along to without really knowing what it means. So here's what actually happens, in plain English, and the legitimate ways families often keep their assets out of it. Probate is the legal process a court uses to settle someone's estate after they die. The court confirms the will is valid, names a person to manage everything, usually called the executor, and gives them authority to pay off debts and hand out what's left. If there's no will, the court still runs probate. It just follows the state's default rules to decide who gets what. Either way, accounts and property in the deceased person's name alone typically can't be touched until the court signs off. That's why the bank account gets frozen, and why heirs often wait. Here's the part that surprises people. Probate isn't free, and it isn't private. Court fees, attorney fees, and executor fees can add up to roughly 3 to 7% of the estate's value. On a $500,000 estate, that can mean $15,000 to $35,000 gone. And because probate runs through a public court, the records are usually open. The estate's value, the debts, who inherited, even family disputes can become part of the public record. Costs and rules vary by state, so check how yours works. So, how do people avoid it? The common thread is simple. Assets that already have a named destination usually skip probate entirely. A retirement account or life insurance policy with a named beneficiary typically pays out directly to that person. A bank account can often have a payable-on-death designation. In many states, a home can pass through a transfer-on-death deed, and a living trust, a legal arrangement that holds your assets, can let them pass to your heirs without the court at all. None of this is one size fits all, and the right mix depends on your situation and your state's rules. So probate is just the court's default for sorting out an estate. Slow, public, and sometimes costly. The reason people plan around it isn't to hide anything. It's to save their family time, money, and privacy when it matters most. If this made probate make sense, subscribe. We explain one money topic in plain English every week. And comment, want a full video on living trusts?